Hello wrestling fans, welcome to World Championship Wrestling. I'm your host, Gotmark76. We open today's program with a major news item coming from the Ric Flair camp. After the attack that closed the Great American Bash pay-per-view at the hands of Barry Windham, Ric Flair has been diagnosed with a grade 3 separated shoulder that will put him out of action for upwards of 3 months. Ric Flair wasn't the only wrestler attacked that night in Baltimore. NWA World Champion Ricky Steamboat wants to get his hands on Barry Windham and his men as well. So much so that Steamboat has gone to the NWA Board of Directors and insisted that he gets a match with Barry Windham as soon as his lawyers can put one together. To prevent Barry and his representatives from balking at that offer, Steamboat insisted that he would put the NWA title on the line. The next Clash of Champions, Fall Brawl, originally scheduled for the third week of September, has been pushed up to the Tuesday night after Labor Day. The only match signed for that event thus far will be the NWA World Title match between Barry Windham challenging Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. We'll have more information as it becomes available. And the opening contest here on World Championship Wrestling features the new United States Tag Team Champions of Beautiful Bobby and Sweet Stan, the Midnight Express, taking on Bill and Randy Mulkey, and it's Bobby Eaton starting off with the Randy Mulkey, whipping him hard into the turnbuckle, and Randy in trouble. Beautiful Bobby stomping away. The Midnight Express, the former U.S. Tag Team Champions, lost those titles to the Rock and Roll Express at Clash of the Champions in June. The Rock and Roll Express lost those titles to the Fabulous Freebirds in the Great American Bash Tour, who then in turn lost the titles to the Steiner Brothers, who at the pay-per-view just a few weeks ago lost them back to the Steiner Brothers. A carousel of sorts for the U.S. Tag Team titles as Stan Lane goes for the cover on Randy Mulkey, who kicks out at 1. And Stan Lane takes out Bill, focuses his attention back on Randy, and whipped into the ropes. And a stalemate here. Stan Lane inverted atomic drop on Randy Mulkey, and a second one for good measure takes Randy Mulkey down as Jim Cornette cheers in the background. And now Stan picking up Randy Mulkey, who is fighting back with a big right hand. Oh, and Stan Lane with some savant kicks. Oh, beautiful maneuver to the top of the head of Randy Mulkey. And Stan whips him into the turnbuckle. He's going to let Randy make a tag, and here comes Bill. Bill Mulkey in the ring. Met up and over the top rope goes Bill. And he's going to be suplexed back in by Sweet Stan. And the Midnight Express. Oh, and there's Stan Lane showboating. The Midnight Express have their eyes set on Sting and Nikita Koloff. We will see Sting in singles action later on in the program. And a reversal by Stan Lane, up and over, bell to back suplex by Stan Lane. They have set their eyes and have a challenge to Sting and Nikita Koloff for those World Tag Team Championships. And we'll see when the NWA Board of Directors decides to go with that. Oh, and Mulkey reversing Stan into his own corner. And a beautiful shot by Bob Eaton takes Bill Mulkey out of the picture. Stan Lane recovering. Bill Mulkey staggering. Another series of kicks. And Stan whips him hard into the turnbuckle. Inverted atomic drop. Another inverted atomic drop coming again. And this match has been all Midnight Express. But one would wonder if we thought it'd be any other way with the Mulkeys involved. And Stan Lane trying to take out, oh, and he does, takes out Randy Mulkey as Bill finally made his way over to make the tag. And the Midnight Express toying with the Mulkey brothers here, and that's not something I would advise doing. And a beautiful kick to the midsection. Now Stan Lane has him up. And a beautiful suplex up and over goes Bill Mulkey. And whipped into his corner. Tags in Beautiful Bobby. And could we be seeing the rocket launcher? Stan Lane has Bobby up, and down goes Bobby Eaton. The rocket launcher, and that's it. Stan Lane taking care of Randy Mulkey as Bobby pins Bill, and your winners, the Midnight Express. And one has to wonder if Sting or Nikita Koloff is on the receiving end of the rocket launcher. Will we have new World Tag Team Champions? And there's that beautiful suplex by Sweet Stan, taking Mulkey up and over, and the rocket launcher nails it for them. Poetry in motion, the Midnight Express Tag Team Extraordinaire. Fans, we have a great program for you. We have Sting in action, Ron Garvin in action, and the main event, Road Warrior Hawk takes on one half of the Freebirds, Jimmy Jam Garvin. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. And the following contest here on World Championship Wrestling will be one half of the new NWA World Tag Team Champion Sting taking on Secret Service Jack Victory. And Sting whips Victory into the ropes, and a big clothesline nearly takes Jack Victory's head off, and Sting feeling it here in the fans. Whips Victory hard into the turnbuckle, and Victory down on the mat. Sting picks up Secret Service Jack Victory. Into the turnbuckle he goes. Could it be? It is the Stinger Splash in the corner, and Victory goes down to the mat. Could Sting be setting up? And it is the Scorpion Deathlock. And he turns him over, and there's nowhere for Victory to go. The Stinger has it locked in, and Victory taps out. And Sting makes short work of Secret Service Jack Victory here on World Championship Wrestling. One half of the new tag team champions who answered the challenge of the Midnight Express earlier in the show. When will we see that contest? We do not know yet, but the Midnight Express on a collision course with Sting and Nikita Koloff. And Sting in singles action takes quick work of Jack Victory. And fans, we have Ron Garvin still in action. Rick Steiner going up against Dick Murdoch in our main event. Road Warrior Hawk taking on Jimmy Jam Garvin. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. And fans, the following contest is the dog-faced gremlin Rick Steiner taking on Dirty Dick Murdoch. And Steiner and Murdoch with Steiner with a big right hand takes Murdoch down, and Steiner flexing here for the fans. And Murdoch caught him with the right hand, has him up on the shoulders. Steiner elbows out of that maneuver. And an inside cradle to Dirty Dick Murdoch. Murdoch down, 1, 2, and 3. And just like that, Rick Steiner sneaks out a victory over Dick Murdoch. Fans, I haven't even had a chance to refer to my notes. Rick Steiner, with an inside cradle, takes care of Dirty Dick Murdoch. In almost record time. Murdoch had Steiner up on the shoulder. Steiner elbowed out. An inside cradle, and Murdoch. Oh, Murdoch's quite upset, fans. Ronnie Garvin taking on the Italian Stallions next. Don't go away. We'll be right back here to this quick timeout. And the former NWA World Heavyweight Champion Ron Garvin takes on the Italian Stallion. Now, Ron Garvin has Gary Hart in his corner. Oh, and a drop kick. Right out of the gate by Ron Garvin. Staggers Italian Stallion. And a big kick to the midsection. High knee lift by Ron Garvin takes Stallion up and over. Ron Garvin has his eyes set on Dusty Rhodes and the Gary Hart Army after throwing a big headbutt by Garvin after Terry Funk was put out of commission for at least a month by Dusty Rhodes at the Great American Bash. So now Ronnie Garvin setting his eyes and sights on Dusty Rhodes, and Garvin allowing Italian Stallion to get back to his feet. And there it is, the big right hand, and Garvin's going to win this match relatively easily over the Italian Stallion 2 and 3. And Ronnie Garvin, the former champion, setting his sights on the American Dream Dusty Rhodes. And when will those two men meet? And there's that big right hand taking care of the Italian Stallion. And the former champion with Dusty Rhodes on his mind. Fans, we will be right back after this. Wait a second. Ronnie Garvin going after Italian Stallion. Stallion run out of the ring. Garvin picks him up, and a big forearm smash to the lower back. Drops the knee on the lower neck. Stomping away now is Ronnie Garvin. And he drops an elbow. Oh, man. Garvin setting up Italian Stallion. And another right hand takes Stallion down, fans. We'll be right back into this quick timeout. And fans, it's time for our main event as Road Warrior Hawk takes on one half of the Freebirds, Jimmy Jam Garvin, who may be having second thoughts in this contest. And I think that's a mistake. He's asking Hawk to meet him out on the outside floor. And Hawk meets him with a shoulder block as Jimmy Jam gets back in the ring. Hawk stomping away now on Garvin. Not sure. Oh, and a big kick takes Garvin up and down. Garvin wanting to fight Road Warrior Hawk on the floor. Not sure that he would have had the advantage there. As Hawk whips Garvin hard into the turnbuckle. Picks him up. And a scoop slam thrown down to the mat is Jimmy Garvin. And the Road Warriors, after defeating the Skyscrapers of the Great American Bash, seem to be refocused. Oh, and beautiful reversal by Jimmy Garvin. Up and over goes Hawk. Hawk going for a back body drop and Garvin reversing it. And now Garvin in control. The Road Warriors seem to be focused now on winning the World Tag Team Championships, as their friends Sting and Nikita Koloff are the current title holders. And the big clothesline takes Garvin down. And Michael Hayes up on the apron trying to get the attention of Hawk. And Hawk tries to take a swing at Michael Hayes, who ducks and gets out of the way. And Hawk picks up Garvin, a Gorilla Press Slam. Up and down goes Jimmy Jam. And Hawk now going to the outside. And I think he's going to take care of Michael Hayes. And he knocks it into Hayes. And Hawk goes ahead to the referee. Hawk is fired up. And Hawk now working the leg of Jimmy Jam Garvin. Climbing that second turnbuckle. And splashing down on the chest of Jimmy Jam Garvin. Goes for the cover. Referee's down 1, 2, and a kick out at 1. And Hawk picks up Garvin. An elbow to the top of the head. Another right hand. Oh, and Garvin fighting back with a right hand of his own. Hawk. Big right, big left, big right. Now, has Garvin in a neck breaker. Down goes Jimmy Garvin. Hawk goes for the cover. Referee's down 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by Jimmy Garvin. And now Hayes back up on the apron, gets the attention of Hawk. This allows Garvin to get back to his feet. And scoop slam up and down goes Hawk. And Michael Hayes' interference allowed Jimmy Garvin the opportunity to get back to his feet. Now Garvin up to the second turnbuckle, allowing Hawk to get back to his feet. And a shoulder block, or crossbody, off the second turnbuckle. Takes Hawk down. And Jimmy Garvin feels it. He's setting up Hawk now. Picks him up. And a kick to the midsection. And a beautiful maneuver up and over goes Hawk. Jimmy Garvin in control. Now working the arm of Road Warrior Hawk, stomping away on the hand of Road Warrior Hawk. Oh, 3 times down on Hawk's right hand. And now Garvin, Snapmare takeover on Hawk. Hawk is in trouble. It's been a tale of 2 matches as if. The first half belonged to Hawk. Now Garvin taking over and in control. And a kick to the midsection and a DDT face plant. Goes Road Warrior Hawk. Garvin now setting up Hawk. Could it be that brainbuster? Garvin has the front face lock. Up and down with a brainbuster, and Hawk's in trouble. And Precious Paul knows it on the outside. Garvin goes for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out of 1. Wow, and that has to shock Jimmy Garvin. Garvin can't believe it. Road Warrior Hawk kicked out at 1 of the brainbuster. And Garvin's put many opponents away with that maneuver. And now Garvin, staying on the neck wisely, does not argue with the official, goes right back to work on the neck of Hawk, and slams him down to the mat. And now Garvin stomping away, taking a page out of his brother's book, and now has Hawk in a camel clutch. And I just don't see Road Warrior Hawk giving up. Hawk trying to maneuver out, trying to slip his left arm underneath Jimmy Jam's legs, and he does. And face first goes Garvin. Hawk back to his feet. And a big shoulder block takes Jimmy Garvin down. Now Hawk climbing the top turnbuckle. Could he be setting him up for that clothesline? Garvin back to his feet. Hawk perched high on the top rope. He jumps and nails him with a clothesline. Both men down. Hawk getting back to his feet, trying to go for the cover, and does. On top, 1, 2, and 3. And Road Warrior Hawk defeats Jimmy Jam Garvin in our main event here on World Championship Wrestling. What a back and forth contest this was. And here are some highlights from earlier in the contest. There's that beautiful neckbreaker by Hawk. Only got a 1 count on Jimmy Jam. And then Garvin would soon thereafter take over control of the match. And here's that DDT by Garvin, which set up a brainbuster by Jimmy Garvin. And here's that brainbuster. But Hawk kicked out at 1, which shocked Jimmy Garvin. And as Hawk got back to his feet, nailed him with a shoulder block and climbed the top rope for that flying clothesline, that flying lariat. And Road Warrior Hawk putting away Jimmy Jam Garvin. Fans, we thank you for tuning in to World Championship Wrestling. We'll see you next time at Fall Brawl Clash of the Champions. Good night, everybody. What the what?